Today we're going to do a 20-minute advanced gymnastic rings workout. You can do as a follow along with me for your upper body. We're going to kick it off with a brief warm-up consisting of 4 exercises, 40 seconds each, linking one straight into the other. All you need for this workout is some rings set up in a tree or on a bar. The first exercise, we're going to do some angel mobility wings. So you're going to lean forward. I'm going to use a split stance. We're going to have the arms out to the side. We want to get a nice chest stretch on the rings. And we're going to be making some angel wing arcs overhead and then right round behind your body. We're going to get a nice stretch on the chest, opening out the shoulders. Imagine you're trying to touch your little fingers together as you bring the rings back behind your body, and you're using that front leg to control how much pressure you put into the stretch on the shoulders. This is a great one for opening out your chest and shoulders, ready for some of the strength exercises to follow. Next, we're going to do some face pulls. So we'll be spinning round, and I don't want you to have too much of a horizontal angle for these, so be fairly upright. Let's go straight into it. So you're pulling your hands up and back, making a W shape with your torso. I want you to keep tension on the cables the whole time, so there should be no slack in the straps as you're pulling. Even in that top position, you're always leaning back slightly with those. Okay, straight into some push-ups now. Now this is only a warm-up, so it's just about stretching through. It doesn't have to be challenging for these. You can put the rings a bit lower if you want, but we're just getting that shoulder stretch, getting the chest and triceps moving slightly. This is really about gaining mobility, getting blood flowing, ready for the more advanced exercises to follow shortly. So I like to put a quarter turn into the rings, drop nice and deep through, pressing back, keep an engaged core position. And after this, we'll just have one more. Okay, we're going to do some scapular retraction. So leaning back, you're going to pop the hips, then you're going to pull back and down with the shoulders, and then relax out. So this is a straight arm scapular retraction, engaging some of those upper back posture muscles. If you've gone for the bent knee angle like me, then try and keep a nice straight line from knee to hip. You could do it with straight legs like this as well. That's absolutely fine. It depends how slippy the surface you've got is. Try and drop the shoulders down as you retract, depressing the shoulder blades. Okay, great job. The first exercise we're going to do is some tricep dips. So probably put these a touch higher. Now we're going to be doing 5 exercises, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So they're going to be relatively short sets with equal rests. Now you're going to need that because they're quite advanced exercises. So some workouts I'll do much longer sets with shorter rests, but you're going to need this if you want a chance of finishing without taking in any extra breaks. So for these dips, when your elbows to come back and in, you're going to drop nice and low between the rings. So if you hop up, ready to go, dropping down, leaning forwards, and then pressing up, slight external rotation at the top, elbows back, leaning, looking down at the bottom as you press, looking forwards. I like to bring my feet out like this. We're not doing too many reps here, but this should be high quality, challenging ones. If you can't do the whole 30 seconds, just do as many as you can. All right, great job. Next, you can either zip these up nice and high, ready for some strict toes to rings, or if you've got a bar, you could just hold onto the bar and you don't have to change the rings for this one. So I'm going to do them up here to show they can be done with rings, because if you're doing this on a tree, you probably can't hold on to the tree branch, so you'll need to use the rings. So lifting your legs up, touching your toes on the rings, low in control, just back down to the floor. Obviously, if I was a little higher up, I'll be able to extend the legs down. Trying to control the way down, keeping as straight legs as possible, trying to minimize the swing into the rep. Okay, I'm going to bring these back down now. We're going to do some gymnast crunches next. So I'm going to have them about the same height I'd have for my dips. I'm going to be drawing the tailbone up and back whilst protracting the shoulders forwards, drawing the knees up to the chest. So if you hop up, tailbone up, knees tuck up to the chest, and then back down. Tailbone up, crunch up into a ball. You should be pushing down into the rings. Leaning forwards as you draw up. That was tough. Okay, next we're going to do some chin-ups. You can do them on the rings up high like this, or if you've got a bar, you just do them on the bar instead of moving the rings. This is going to be hard, doing 30 seconds of chin-ups. So if you can't do a full 30 seconds, just do as many reps as you can and then rest the remainder of the time. And then the final fifth exercise, you can have the rings about the same height you had for the gymnast crunches. We're going to do some L-sit leg extensions. This is going to be really hard. Now you could do this hovering the whole time. I think I might take a little rest in between reps. So if you hop up, knees up, extend out, hold for a second, in, down, and I'm going to take just a moment in between reps. Knees up, extend out, hold that L sit, in, down, and I'm going to take short breaks in between, but you might be able to go the whole time without. Now, you've got a full minute off, which seems like a long time, but those are some really advanced exercises, which if done well, you should need to recover from. So I'm going to take my time, get your rings ready for those dips, probably about the right height for me. We've got 3 rounds in total of those 5 exercises. Don't worry if you're not managing to finish every round for the full 30 seconds. Even if you're just doing 20 seconds worth and then taking that 40-second break instead, that's absolutely fine. Getting ready for the tricep dips. That was so tough. So I'm actually just going to use the bar for these toes to rings or toes to bar because it gives me a bit more height. So feel free to just leave the rings if you've got one of these. This is going to allow me to stretch out a little bit. Now this is a strict toes to bar, so we're trying not to kip or swing into it. Trying to use those hip flexors and abs and even your lats as well. Okay, into the gymnast crunches next. For a lot of these exercises, I'm actually only doing 5 reps. So focus rather than doing lots of reps, just doing quality ones instead. Definitely need these 30-second breaks. 20 seconds off would have been way too short, as I've done in some other workouts. If you need to just drop down for a second, restart as soon as you can. Definitely finding that tough. Okay, I'm going to do the chin-ups on the bar instead of the rings. If the rings were a bit higher, I'd probably pick the rings for those, but allow me to get a nice easy stretch at the bottom. Again, I'm going to aim for around 5 reps, maybe 6, just taking a nice controlled pace on the way down. You can only do 3 or 2 reps, then just take the rest of the time off. If you're finding the whole workout too hard, then I have got an intermediate level version of this, which I'll link in the description of this video for you to try out. Into these brutal L-sit holds. I'm going to take them as singles again. A well-needed minute off now before going into that final round.
If you're enjoying this workout and are ready to start taking your training more seriously, try out my TPT Virtual Studio, where you can find loads of exclusive content not on YouTube, such as a 30-minute version of this workout, including extra sets and exercises, as well as a selection of longer calisthenics workouts. Check it out via the link in the video description after your workout.
So if you're struggling under 30 seconds, set yourself a rep target and just work towards that. Even I'm having to take extra breaks here. Let's get as much as we can done in the time. Going for those strict toes to bar necks. Let's see if I can actually finish the whole set this time without taking those breaks. As I said, this is advanced, so this is advanced for me as well, pushing the limit a bit. Onto the gymnast crunch. Even if you're taking it singles like I am, try and hold that top position for a moment. Okay, we've got 2 exercises left before the workout's complete. Got those chin-ups next, on the rings or on the bar. And then we're gonna finish with that brutal L-sit extension, which is fine for maybe 1 rep, but trying to do multiple, definitely challenging. So I'm aiming for 5 or 6 chin-ups here. Sneaking 7 in. It's funny because under fatigue, you can do so many less chin-ups. I could do over 20 fresh, but we're well into this workout by now. Okay, so we're going for that L-sit extension. I'm going to take them as singles so we can get higher quality reps. Still aiming for a brief hold each time. And that's it, workout complete. Why not do this cool down stretch right now? Or if you've got a little bit of energy left, try this other calisthenics workout. Let me know in the comments, how did you find that workout? And I'll see you again soon for another video.